Hey guys, how's it going? This is Pillbox Movies. I'm Hank, and today the world is generally on fire. So I figure, why don't we just lean into that a little by watching the 1969 film, A Funeral Parade of Roses, Bara no Soretsu. This is a Japanese film from the 1960s, 1969 obviously, nice, that is, from what I take it, a loose adaptation of Oedipus Rex, the famous Sophoclean tragedy, adapting it into the Tokyo underground gay culture of the 1960s. It's supposed to be art housey, it's supposed to be Japanese New Wavey, which I don't know what that means, except that if it's anything like French New Wave, I might not like it. I might hate it. The film is written and directed by Toshio Matsumoto and stars Peter. I don't know what that means. I don't know who Peter is. No, he was in Ran. So anyways, we're gonna watch this and hopefully lots of terrible things happen, and it's a frank and thrilling reflection of the banal evils that we currently live in. I am the wound and the dagger, both the victim and the executioner. How I feel when I am eating lunch, when I am eating 3 meals in one. I'm scared to be revealed which pockets these are. Hopefully all upper body pockets and not hot pockets. Oi, with the eyelashes. She's like in full ahegao face, which I didn't know that was a real thing. I just assumed that was in hentai. To really get away, why do people always try and show off their strength by picking up a chair? It's a fucking chair, man. View from the Bridge did this too. You ain't all that. Yo, that was a guy this entire time. I guess that explains the eyelash thing. I can already tell I'm going to be using all of the wrong language for this film. I wonder if we'll see some of the trappings of Japanese culture, of Japanese materialism. A fixation on clothing, on fashion, on cars. Oh my god, okay. That was just a picture. I do like this title sequence, actually. It's cueing us in that this is going to perhaps be a narrative about the interior state of mind of our protagonist. What is their name? Oedipus. It's like a minimalist taxi driver. I'm like, is this the same intersection as in Solaris? I'll fucking die. How dare you? This is before Solaris. Shut up. So, I just read this, but apparently, in Japan, the term rose bara is a homophone, or bara can have the same meaning as a pansy, so the rose may be used as an identifier of those within the gay community, which may be why that man took offense to being pinned as thus. We're gonna get so much of this shit, and I'm not gonna be able to show you any of it, but we did just see a butt. That's nice. Okay. I do like as a format how gay culture kind of has kind of cross-pollination or like has benefited from the documentary format. Thinking of like Paris is Burning and what was that movie with that guy in the hotel room?
Oh, this is my chance to really feel myself and say, yeah, I'm the bitch.
He's just got a dildo out. I will forever wonder where these Japanese filmmakers got their film stock from. I think it was Kodak. I don't know, but their whites are so translucent. I'm always struck by how like clear the whites are in some of the Japanese black and white films I've seen. Oddly, not Kurosawa, but definitely Ozu. Oh, it's so pretty. So you got a little bit of Snow White going too. Don't bother me, I'm baby. We got some rock culture going on. Yo, this place is happening. I would come here. I would wear these dope clothes. I would forego all responsibilities. I'm not much of a nightlife person, but this seems like a welcome reprieve after being locked indoors for the past 7 months. This is my idea of a nice social life. If there's like an enclosed velvety room where you can dance and wear modish clothing and not have to talk to anybody. She's got a nice wig, I'll say that. So, we've got some Japanese Beatles here. Here we've got a John Lennon lookalike. I'm guessing that's Paul. there's native Yoko. George Harrison, if I've ever seen one. Ooh, I like that. Oh man, Darren Aronofsky is quaking. This seems to be in the cinema verite style of actually like filming on like a live street in Tokyo right now. Most of the passersby obviously aren't extras or actors. Is this like a funeral procession? Oh, a white dude, gaijin. Again with the cinema verite. Popularized in such films as Buddha Souffle, Breathless might go down. He made part of the look of the film that was made so famous was walking on the Paris streets and like having passers-by acknowledge the camera and stuff like that. Yeah, hate that. Well, at least I know what my thumbnail's gonna be now. I like that she's like bigger than him. One of the very simple visual subversions of the film. That was a very it was a ramen carrier, but that was a very cute crash. So she seems to be having visions. I don't know if it's of the past or the future. Oh, something about that will just always creep me out. Oh, I love this shot. Oh, this is so well framed. I like the verticality that's created by the posters. Eyes, 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 eyes. Mama who bore me, Mama who gave me no way to handle things, who made me so sad. Oh, that was a cool transition. Look at that. Christopher Nolan only wishes he made a strong. That's like a full Kubrick right there. That was sharper than 2001. Some more stuff that I'm gonna have to cut. So much exposed body in this movie. Oh, that ring is so kitschy. That's like, that ring is Susan Sontag's definition of camp. And the multiple wigs, definitely. Oh man, it actually is like... it actually is kind of campy with like the feminine hand being larger than the top's hand, and the mix of all of these sexual exclamations with what is this song? Oh du Lieber, what is it called? Oh du Lieber, oh du Lieber, Augustin, Augustin, Augustin. This is how I want all of my sexual encounters to go. If we can somehow round our way to some sort of circus song, then I'll feel it mission accomplished. Oh god. This is like a Perfect Blue kind of thing. Now we've got like a simulation, like a man simulating a woman, simulating a sex scene in a movie that's actually a simulation of a sex scene being filmed in a movie within a movie. So we'll take artifice for 300, Alex, as one of the themes of this film. That's a good sentiment. I agree with that. Me to myself at the beginning of quarantine. But it's all right now. In fact, it's again. They look like 5-0. Yo, we got Popo here. Oh, are they actually police? Oh shit. Man, look at her false eyelashes. This is like, so some people... oh no, what's happening? So some people, I've read that it's been asserted that, Kubrick derived a lot of the aesthetic of this movie for A Clockwork Orange, and oh my god, this scene is actually just that. Like the threesome scene in A Clockwork Orange is this rushed hiding of contraband or drugs scene. This is Baby Eddie with his mom, with her mom. So she was the one who was burning out the face of her father. That's not the response you want from your mom. It's actually a really disturbing shot, just with her eye placement. What the fuck? This is actually A Clockwork Orange. Stanley, you should be ashamed. Co-opting the labor and creative expression of underexposed cultures. He's stealing from not only like the Japanese filmmaking community, but from the queer community. What the fuck? Stanley! I'm kind of upset. Cause this stuff in The Clockwork Orange is iconic. But it was lifted. So much jealousy for your younger cohorts. Such a boomer mentality. I like this intentionally melodramatic framing. Like, and her falling in the opposite direction. It's like, it's intentionally melodramatic. Like a lot of the acting otherwise is realistic, and in that moment it was artificial. Mom, why do you keep dying like this? I don't like their hand placement. I was gonna say that bus is huge. That was a train. That was a trolley car. Are they repeating the scene again? Okay, so when she got off, it was switching from. Ooh, the movie's just a little bit a little bit jarring. So she got off out of the car at that intersection, and that's when she saw the funeral procession. And then she runs into the guy who was trying to hit on her and knocks into the ramen cart. And then the guy picks her up to go to get a drink, and she runs away. Is that the order of events that I'm gleaning right now? It's a lot. It's a lot to process simultaneously. What a bunch of NYU freshmen getting this fucking pumped over pot. They managed to make that last. I got invited to the wrong high school parties. That's like one of my biggest fears. I mean, it would never happen, but trying to like take something off while being filmed, I'd just be like, oh man, if everything doesn't go off to plan, here I'll be with just a sweater stuck on my head for the rest of this shot. And there's the mouth from A Clockwork Orange again. Stanley! I'm getting mad, Stanley. I like this full putting on the makeup process. It also goes into the theming of transformation and artifice. Learning all sorts of things from this movie. This is the Corona milk bar, as seen in The Clockwork Orange. Yamete! Michael Aroscat. I'll definitely have to send this movie to you to see if you haven't before. And once again, we see a declothing scene, as we did in Girlhood, which is a video you can't watch, because I got copyright struck the fuck out of it. I love these transitions. They're so... they're majestic. They relay kind of like an interior psychology or mood in a beautiful way. Oof. Look at this shit. This is better than Hitchcock. Oh, man. And by Hitchcock, I mean that opening shot of Psycho. Well, I mean, I guess that was like 8 years ago, but this is a really beautiful shot. How did they manage to maintain such a level camera? I'm just impressed by the smoothness of everything. How tall is this building? This is crazy how high up this is going.
でもそんなことないわね。
Right.
変だわ。私どうかしてるのよ今日。
She keeps having these
でもそんなことってない？
premonitions. Oh no, she's gonna see her mom again? Oh, I hate that. Yeah, that laughing mom thing is gonna be a kind of pernicious, persistent shot. Oh, her mother worked as a hairstylist. She gonna get stabbed with one of her own tools? I wonder who Peter played in Ron. I'm guessing it was the fool, but yes, girl. Yes. All this circus music is like a really nice touch to this movie. It's in the juxtaposition, it can be either like really playful or really sincere and kind of sad and kind of maudlin. I think the reason that like laughing mother shot is like so disturbing. It's like a Lynchian kind of thing. You can kind of like see the grotesqueness behind it, how it'll transform into a grimace or a frown or a snarl. Oh, she is creeping. She is a. I must stop watching all these Oedipal movies. Too many of them. What's that piggy bank just lying there? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Little Michael Myers. We gotta learn how to talk to our parents. Our parents gotta learn how to talk to us. Prevent this shit from happening. Very perfect bluish.
このエディって主人公どう思う？
そうですね、なんかね、自分にすごく感じが似ていてね、なんていうんですか、その小さい時に父親が別れたとことか、意外ともうその自分の生活に、性格も意外と似てるような感じで。
性格が似てる？この主人公に共感持てる？
ええ、すごくその生き方にね、対してその近親相関とかそういう面では別にそう共感ってことまでいかないけど。
Where's the incest?
性格はわかりますね、すごく。
この役やろうと思ったら。
Those tight pants fit her well. Perfect.
光ってましたわね、あんたらよ。
何よ、そっちじゃないの。
なんでやる気かこのオカマ。
なんですって？何が言ったね今。
オカマですって。
まあ。
オカマ
Fight.
だかオカマしたら何が悪いんだよ、このオカマ。
何さ、ただの女のくせに。
ただの女ですって。
And these people are just watching them. A lot of iconography in this movie. In Japanese culture in general, I suppose. A lot of iconography. A lot of meaning behind the image of something.
怪我はしてませんでしたか？エディも？いえ、今の子にお店を休まれてでもしたら。バカ野郎ふざけやがって！猿芝居やめろってんだよ。そんな小細工してケツが割れねえとでも思ってたのかこのアホ。お願い、私の言うことも聞いて。うるせえ！
That cake is ruined. Ruined.
年取ったんだよな。
Oof.
もうおめえの時代終わったんだ。
Damn, boy. Is this Oedipus Rex or is this Clytemnestra? Greek references. Greek references. I think this movie is like beautifully rendered and very stylish and very nice to look at. I don't know if I'm like incredibly emotionally invested in it as of yet. And that's not something that you need to have with all of your movies, especially not experimental. But it is just a reality that I want to admit. It's a great shot. That's just really, really splendid. Oh man. The order of events in this is just like crazy. And once again, iconography. The image is more important than the event. Or rather to say, the image is the event. Yeah. Okay, so Lita committed suicide earlier, and that's why she was upset to see her, because what she perceived as her ghost. They had to be artificial. It's so textured. I'm like thinking in my mind, like, wow, this looks better than David Lean's Great Expectations. Great Expectations, which was filmed in like 39, 41, like a full 30 years before this. Obviously, this would look better. Oh man, that's like stirring up all my superstitious vibes. That's like a bad look right there. That's a bad look. Oh man, Thebes is about to be thrown into tumult. It's a very spare movie in some ways. Like Ran. Like Ran. Surprisingly spare movie. It makes me think it's actually a bit nihilistic. Like Ran. Wow. Oh no, the mirror of the fairest of them all. She a bad bitch now. Why you always gotta aim for the armpits? A lot of nipple play in this movie. A lot of nipple play. What is going on? Ooh, we're raving now. I I think this is just a personal preference, but I think this movie just has a little bit too much of Peter's O face for me. I got a feeling, ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. I do think this movie is doing well in portraying like a state of mind, like an interior atmosphere. I think it might be at the expense of like an advancing plot. I don't know. It's like that kind of like the perfect blue sweet spot. If like a movie has too much plot, then it's just like a movie that has no like kind of fidelity of character. And if it has too much character and no plot, then it's kind of just like an endlessly like circling like rumination. I just wish this tended a little bit more towards the perfect blue, kind of like just a little bit of plot in it. Don't just go rummaging through people's shit, man. This is how you get killed. Oh, he's like actually hurt. That's intense. She had no idea because her mom burnt out the photo. Ew. 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 Just walk out the door. Just say there's been a mistake. I gotta go. It's strange, me knowing the plot of Oedipus Rex, not realizing this until now. I have been bamboozled. What a blunder on my part. I feel like such a rube. Deeply uncomfortable. Ugh. Oh man, you better cast out your eyes. Well, actually, I don't think that Jocasta does that. I think she just kills herself in the bathtub. Which, you know, would be reasonable for him to do at this point. I feel so bad for Eddie. She just has so much death in her life. By the way, why was there just like a knife in his in his mirror cabinet? And white roses again. You know, you could have left and then done this instead of traumatizing your class all over again. I don't think that was entirely necessary. Yo, man, this laughing mother is killing me. We gonna do it? Are we gonna be pussies or are we gonna do it? Take this, David Fincher. Yes. This is me now. This is me trying to get on disability at my work.
怖かったですね。なんていうことでしょう。この
Yeah.
呪われた人間の運命。
Yeah, it is.
残酷の中に笑いまで込めた。
Indeed.
本当の異色作品でしたね。
I'm on board for
ご
that.
期待ください。さよなら。
Hollywood film executive, but who is this for? This has been a much more turbulent movie than I thought it would be. I have to admit. I was kind of under the impression this movie would just be the Roses segment, or the parade segment. The funeral part has come in a lot hotter than I imagined it would. This has been like full-on grotesque. I'm not mad, I'm just surprised. She's walking very well for a person that is blinded themselves. This is going full tilt. Ooh, I love that. People who have seen the Robert Bresson film L'Argent, that's the exact feeling I just got from there, from that. I think perhaps this shot is overexposed. Horrific. Genuinely horrific. If Halloween was happening this year, I would know what my Halloween costume would be. The spirit of an individual reaches its own absolute through incessant negation. Fuck me, I guess. Oh boy. So, I guess that remark I had made earlier, that the film was a little bit swinging a little bit too much on the side of style over substance. I don't want to say that, like, you know, having that, like, aping like Greek tragedy gives your film substance. I don't necessarily think it does, but because the movie is about iconography, having Eddie witness this trauma of mutilation and suicide and bloodshed, and then purging out her own eyes, I think that iconography is representative of the kind of trauma and deep pain of life. The method of delivery of having it be like an incest story aren't that important. What is important is that, like, metaphorically, life's a bitch, as explained in Oedipus Rex and as explained in Funeral Parade of Roses, that there is all this delight and that there's this delirium in maintaining all of the pleasures and the parade and the procession, maintaining the artifice of happiness and mania, but within that there is the deep swell of resentment or anger or human tendency towards self-destruction that will overwhelm and consume. Yeah, I had been resistant to the movie up until the big incest reveal, and then all of a sudden the ending kind of solidified it for me and made me kind of like understand it and appreciate it a little bit better. And that might just be my edgelord sensibilities, but I really like this. I think this is a hard movie to track down, but I think it's definitely worth watching if you can find it. Obviously, to see everything that Stanley Kubrick ripped off. It's definitely one of the most challenging, definitely one of the most creative movies I've seen since I started this. Find it, watch it, be deeply disturbed and deeply delighted if that is your kink. If you like this video, please give a like, share, subscribe, and yeah, if you have any recommendations for any weird or old or off the beaten path movies that you think I should see, let me know and I'll check it out. Alright? Keep watching good movies. I'll see you next time.
エディもいえ、今の子にお店を休まれてでもしたら。バカ野郎ふざけやって。猿芝居やめろってんだよ。おすみになんて言ったんだ。え？全部吐いちまったんさ。そんな小細工してケツが割れねえとでも思ってたのか、このアホ。お願い、私の言うことも聞いて。うるせえ！